Good morning, WMMA Universe. Sports Princess back with another video. I'm on my way to work, so it's going to be a little noisy. Uh, I wanted to talk specifically about this. What damage did Talia Santos do to Valentina? I don't know how many times I have to go over this. I don't know how many times WMMA Addict has to go over this. I don't know how many times Coach Shelton Harrison has to go over this. Damage over everything. And then freaking DC, Daniel Cormier, I like the guy. He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. But I'm a little bit agitated with his dumbass comments that he made. He made this comment or something, said that submission attempts and things like that should count because it was a threat. You didn't say that before, now you're saying it. I'm so sick and tired, of the idiotic reasons people are coming up with that Talia Santos won. Damage over everything. What damage did Talia Santos do to Valentina? And you can't count submission attempts. Talia Santos wasn't even under Valentina's neck when she had her in the rear naked choke. Her arm was not under her neck. So Valentina was in no threatening position. Valentina was as calm as can be. Valentina didn't even look concerned when she was in the rear naked choke. Valentina knows how to defend those really, really well. You saw her do it with Amanda Nunes. She got out of the rear naked choke against Amanda Nunes. She countered it. Talia Santos did no damage. Even when she was in the full mount on Valentina, she didn't land a single shot on Valentina. Now, y'all want to talk about the only damage that Valentina did to Santos was the headbutt. Wrong. That eye was already starting to swell before the headbutt. The headbutt just made it worse. It's like you guys are you wanted Valentina so bad to lose that you can't actually look at the little things to see why Valentina won. What damage did Talia Santos do to Valentina other than a few submission attempts and a little bit of control on the ground? That doesn't count. If you're going to do a takedown on somebody, if you're going to hug them on the ground, my God, you better be throwing some punches or doing some damage. It doesn't count. Damage over everything. It matters. Whether you think it should or not, it matters. This is why Talia Santos lost. She did not inflict any damage on Valentina. Valentina, and WMMA pointed it out, and he is 100% correct. Valentina being as pale as she is, people with paler skin bruise easier, and bruises usually show up more on pale people. Other than some redness, I didn't see a single mark on Valentina's face. Look at every fight Valentina's been in and look at her face. She comes out of that fight almost unmarked. Unmarked or almost unmarked. So don't sit there and run your mouth and say that she did damage to her when there's not a single mark on Valentina's face. You want to talk about damage? I need a legit reason what kind of damage she inflicted on Valentina, other than a few takedowns and submission attempts, which weren't even that threatening because Talia Santos wasn't even under Valentina's neck. And when Talia Santos had Valentina's back, Talia Santos was still getting hit in the face. Ridiculous. You guys can make all the excuses you want, but Valentina won this fight because she inflicted more damage. Damage over everything. Look at the fight with Ketlen Vieira and Holly Holm, whose face was marked up. Holly Holm's face was marked up. It was a close fight, but guys, Ketlen Vieira landed the more damaging shots. It's about damage. It don't matter how many shots you land. Holly may have landed more shots on Ketlen Vieira, but none of her shots did any damage to Ketlen Vieira. Look at the second fight between, can't remember now. Shit. But anyway, you guys know what I mean. Damage over everything. Damage over everything. Valentina won because she kept it active. She was inflicting more damage. Not only did she land more shots, she inflicted the more damaging shots. Talia Santos didn't land a single damaging shot on Valentina. Not a single one of her shots did any damage to her. Anyway, guys, I mean, look, if you thought Talia Santos won, okay, that's your opinion. You can have your opinion, but the reasons that you come up with for why Talia Santos won, it just don't make any sense, because control time and takedowns don't mean anything if you're not inflicting damage. So if that's your reason for why Talia Santos won, that's not a very good reason. If you have your opinion that you thought she won, okay, but have some actual good reasons behind why you felt Talia Santos won. So until you can come up with an actual factual good information as to why she won, then okay, I can't argue with you. But my argument is that Valentina won because she inflicted more damage on Talia. She was inflicting more damage on Talia before and after the headbutt. So that headbutt to me really didn't make any difference. And since y'all want to talk about injuries, about Talia fighting with a headbutt, saying that made a difference, you want to make that argument? Well, Valentina was fighting with an injured foot. But then people say, oh, that's just an excuse. You're making the same excuse for Talia Santos. So If you're going to make that same excuse for Talia Santos, then you know what? I'm going to make the same excuse for Valentina. Valentina was fighting with an injured foot. How do you know that that wasn't the difference maker in this fight? Anyway, you guys, I'm done ranting this morning. I got everything out I needed to. I'm going to be back later with some more stuff, some more videos. I've been very active, obviously, but you guys, you know I'm a diehard Valentina fan, so anytime she fights, I do make a lot of videos. You know, that's my girl. She's awesome. But anyway, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Try to get through it. Mondays are, shitty, but you guys have a wonderful Monday. Hope you get through it, and I will see you guys later on the next video.